Hello everybody and welcome to the very first birth chart video. Okay, yay, we're finally here. Okay, so this video is going to introduce, at least to my viewers, or maybe expand your knowledge about birth charts. Okay, if you do not know what a birth chart is, it is a snapshot of the placement of the planets, yes, the planets in the solar system, at the exact time that you were born. Okay, so this is a very unique birth chart. Okay, everybody's looks different. All right, I'm going to show you in this video, I'm going to show you my birth chart and my husband's. Okay, I am a sun sign Aries, a moon sign Aries, and my ascendant or rising sign is Virgo. Okay, my husband is sun, moon, and rising Scorpio, all three. Okay, so I will go over what the birth chart looks like as far as each house. Okay, 1 through 12, the quick version, what zodiac signs rule what house, and all that good stuff. Basically, introductory information, just what it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera to my birth chart first, and then my husband's. Okay, and we'll get started. All right, you guys, here we are. Okay, so I will turn it around, and I'm gonna just hold it here for a moment. All right, so that you guys can just get a good look at mine. As you can see at the top, I have my place of birth, Dallas, Texas. Don't look at the name. Where I was born, the date of birth, of course, and the time of birth. Okay, so as you can see, the middle, very middle, is you. That little bitty being, that's you. Okay, there are 12 houses. You read them counterclockwise, so actually it would go, yeah, I was going the right way. It would go counterclockwise. Okay, I'm gonna go over what each house represents. Basically, each house represents a part of life and different aspects and different subjects in life. Okay, I will show you here on my chart. Here is Aries on this side here. This is in my 7th house. Okay, I'm an Aries moon. The moon was in the sign of Aries at my birth. There is the sun in the sign of Aries at my birth. Can y'all see that? I hope you can. My videos will get more sophisticated as time go on. I'll be doing a split screen with myself and the birth chart together. So anyway, sun is here, the moon is here. Okay, that is where how you can determine what your sun sign, moon sign. Here is the rising sign, AC, ascendant sign, is in Virgo. All right, you guys, so let's get to it. Okay, I'll show you my husband's real quick. All right, wait a minute. So basically, he was born October 24th, 1984 at 9:24 a.m. Dallas, Texas. Okay, and as you can see, very, very different chart. Okay, he has what is called a stellium. A stellium is where you have at least 3 major planets in one house. So in the house of Scorpio, The yellow part, which are the signs, these move. The houses do not move. So in the sign of Scorpio, he has the sun, Pluto, the moon, Saturn, and I believe either Venus or Mercury. Let me double check. I can't remember. Sun, moon, I was right. Sun, moon, Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto. All in the 12th house. Which his 12th house is in the sign of Scorpio at the time of his birth, okay? So, let's get to the breakdown. Everybody will learn what your sign rules on the chart, okay? I'm going to turn them this way. Okay. Alright, you guys, here we go. So, the first house is the house of self. Alright, here we are. House number 1 is right here. House number 1 is the house of self, and it is always ruled by Aries, okay? The house of self is your appearance and the beginning, and it is ruled by Aries, okay? House number 2 is the house of money, your income and your work. That is ruled by Taurus. Taurus is, okay? Rule the second house of money. Third house is ruled by Gemini, and it is the house of thinking, communication, okay? Thinking and communication is ruled by the third house, which is Gemini. The fourth house, okay? The fourth house is going to be considered your foundation, okay? Your foundation. It is the very bottom of the birth chart, okay? So this is considered your foundation. It is ruled by the sign of Cancer, okay? Cancers. So this is your home, your roots, your family, okay? Fifth house is the house of romance and love, which is ruled by our Leos, okay, Leos? Fifth house, ruled by the Leos, love and romance. Sixth house is health and service, which is ruled by the sign of Virgo. Sixth house is ruled by health and service, okay? All right, you guys, house number 7 is the house of relationships and other people. So any kind of relationship, okay? Other people. This house is ruled by our Libras. Okay, the Libras rule the 7th house. Alright. Let's keep going. I'm flipping notes. I do not want to give out anything incorrect. Alright, you guys, the 8th house. 8th house, okay, is right here. 8th house. This house is the house of sex and death. Alright, our lovely Scorpios rule the 8th house, which is the house of sex, intimacy, and death. Okay, major transformations. Okay, the 9th house. 9th house is your higher mind and expansion, okay? This house is ruled by the lovely sign of Sagittarius. 9th house is the house of expansion and your higher thinking, okay? The 10th house, you guys, 10th house is at the very top. This is what the public sees, okay? This is your structures and corporations house. 10th house. And it is ruled by the sign of Capricorn. Okay. Your careers, corporations, and structures. Okay. Alright. The 11th house. 11th house are teams and friendships. Teams and friendships ruled by the sign of Aquarius. Ruled by the Aquarians, okay? Last but not least, house number 12 is the house of final stages and endings, karma, okay? And it is ruled by the Pisces, the lovely water sign of Pisces, okay? All right, there is another thing I would like to, that is all 12 houses, 1 through 12. They all circulate around you. So this is like you dealing with all aspects and all kind of different experiences and people and things of life. Okay? The more planets are in a particular house, the more activity, and depending on the energies, whether that planet is working in your favor or not. Okay, so depending on the energy, like for example, I myself have Pluto. Okay, this is the planet Pluto in my first house of self. And guess what? Pluto is the house that rules Scorpio, which is major transformations, okay? And I will tell you all, as a child and as an adult or early adult, I had hell of a lot of identity issues. Pluto is the planet of trauma and abuse. And I did suffer some trauma and abuse as a child. So just that one example, you see what I mean, what planet brings what energy and how it affects and brings different situations and experiences into our life, okay? All right, you guys, so this is my husband's chart. All right, let's block out the name just for safety. All right, so this is my husband's chart, and I will use his chart to talk about the 4 major parts of the chart, which are the AC, okay, that stands at the first house, which is your ascendant sign or rising sign, okay? This is the sign that, or this is the, how you come across. This is your attitude. Whatever you're ascending, basically this is what sign was in the eastern horizon, okay, at the snapshot of your birth. For my husband, it was the sign of Scorpio. Was at the eastern horizon, rising in the east, at the moment of his birth, okay? So this is where your ascendant sign is located on the chart, okay? So in the readings, you'll hear me say your sun, moon, and rising sign. So his sun, moon, and rising is Scorpio. All right, you guys. Next, you have what is called the IC. The IC. The IC. And I forgot to write down what these actually mean, the IC and the initials. But this is going to be the outer world. Outer world. Okay? Outer world, the bottom of your chart, which is your base, your roots, your childhood, and your upbringing. So for my husband, his outer world is in the sign of Cancer. It's at 0 degrees, but it's right going into the sign of Cancer. I see. Okay? And what sign, what house do the Cancers rule? The foundation and home. Alright? So next on the chart, another main aspect is the DC. The DC. Alright? The first thing you notice is, maybe not the first, but this is the opposite of your rising. So this is the Western Hemisphere, Western horizon. What sign was setting, sunset, at the time of your birth, okay? The opposite of your ascendant. So this would be considered your shadow side. This is your rising, what everyone sees. This is your shadow side. So this is what you naturally reject, Okay, these are the qualities of you that you deny, that you don't like to own up to, that you repress and that you ignore. Okay, so for my husband, that would be the qualities of Taurus, which are the opposite sign of Scorpios. Okay, all right, so finally, at the very top of the chart, all right, is the MC, otherwise known as the midheaven. All right, the MC is located at the 10th house for everyone's chart. As you can see here, we are 0 degrees in Virgo for his MC. So these are your life achievements. This is your awards, your highest aspirations. And this is also referred to as what you should do for your career in life. Okay? So, that pretty much is the basis of the chart. Like I said, the yellow wheel moves, but the houses do not move. Okay? Everyone's chart is different because the planets are moving and rotating all the time. Plus, each sign, you know, the signs, it's like they're, you know, rotating around. That's how you create 1 year. Okay, 12 months. One sign gets just about roughly 30 days. So I hope that this video has at least given you the basis. There are going to be other videos coming in the future to give like more emphasis on a further breakdown of each house and what they mean and what they rule in our life and the experiences that they bring into our life. And also I will go over in a separate video what each planet brings into our lives and how they affect us as well. Okay, so much more birth chart information to come. This is only the first video, just the basic explanation. I'm going to turn the camera up now. So you guys, let me know down in the comments if you have questions, what your feedback is. I hope the video was understandable for you. Again, if you have questions, I don't mind answering them. This is very important to me now that I've seen my chart and received the whole breakdown. I would love to tell everybody in the world about their birth chart, because to me, the birth chart gives you more than even your parents can tell you, okay? That's how I view the chart. So those are the benefits. It can tell you the biggest, largest aspects and breakdown of your life, okay, by looking and having your birth chart. So again, let me know what you guys think. I hope it was educational. I showed you my personal charts, okay? Mine and my husband's. Let me know what you think of them, how they look. I'll put it up one more time, okay? All the planets are like just boom, just crowded over here having a party. Alright, so all of his other houses are basically just about empty, except for just a couple over here. And then, yeah, mine, as you can see, they were just kind of all over the place. Totally different energies, totally different person, okay? So, again, I will put links at the bottom of the video on where you can get your own free chart. I'll put 2 websites, okay? 2 links. So, I love you guys. Let me know what you think of the video. I love you. Take care and namaste.